Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. A few weeks ago I made the Do I Have That Book challenge, and as continuation and to finish it, I want to attempt the Do I Have That Other Book challenge.
1, 2, 3, funk it!
And spoilers, I probably don't have a lot of things, because I already noticed with the last video there are a lot of trends that didn't come to where I live, and I think there's a similar theme here. But let's just have fun and start. Do you have a book with a fox on the cover or part of the plot? Good question. I don't think so, but let's see. We have crows, we have snakes, we have a dragon, a fox. I don't think I have anything with a fox. I guess I have to say no. And I also don't remember reading a book with a fox in it. I have a cat if that counts, but I don't think so. So let's move on to the next question. Do you have a book that was published the year you were born or within a 3-year radius? Yes, I have. I just need to figure out where it is. I have The Perks of Being a Wallflower, published in, if I remember correctly, it's exactly the year I was born. Yes, it is. It is 1999. That's when I was born. Do you have a book with music as a weapon or magic? I mean, I have some fantasy books I haven't read, so I don't know what happens in them. I don't think I have that, because I would think I would remember something that is so specific, and I don't remember, so I probably don't have it. Do you have a series with mismatched covers? I mean, I have those two. I have Airbus and Airbus 2, and one is the normal paperback edition, and the other one is a hardcover limited edition. So they don't really match, but I think they're only 2 books long, so I don't know if that counts as a series. And I think my real series match. Oh wait! I have the Harry Potter books as well. I have the first 4 that match, and the last 3 that don't match at all. So you can decide which one you want to count. Do you have a book with a shapeshifter? Do I have a book with a shapeshifter? I don't think so. Is this video even fun if I don't have any books like that? I don't know. But again, I don't have that. So, to the next question. Do you have a book signed by the author? Again, I don't think so. What kind of books are even signed by the author? New books? American books? English books? I always have the translated version of an English book, and mostly they aren't signed. And most of the German books I buy new, and they're also not signed. Should I just search for something? Because I don't think I need to search. Most of my books are paperback, mass market paperback editions, and I don't think they even get signed, so I don't think there's a point in searching. Let's see if this is signed. I think this is the closest I will get to a signature. It's just Alice Oseman Heartstopper, because Alice Oseman has written her name on it herself, I think. But I also don't really think that counts as a signature. So again, I don't have that. Do you have a book with a mostly red cover? That could be something I have. I just need to find a red book. There's a red book with a picture. There's a red book with Does that one count? It's a design book with just... There isn't much on the cover, just some design elements and a little text. I would say it's mostly red, so... Or I also have hers. That's also a lot of red. But I don't have much more red books, so I'm gonna go with these two. And they are mostly red, so success. Do you have a book between 287 to 306 pages? Oh my god. Does the author count? Because it's 287. The picture of Dorian Gray. Found something. Do you have a book with a main character who wears glasses? Of course, there's an obvious answer, because everyone knows he wears glasses. Who knows, maybe he likes wearing dresses as well. Do I have something else? Is someone wearing glasses? I'm not very good at remembering stuff like that. Because why is it important if they wear glasses or not? I barely even can remember what hair color they have, so... I need to go with the obvious answer. You can even see it on his spine. Wait, let me bring you closer. There you have a main character with glasses. Do you have a book with a title that has the same number of letters as your first name? How many letters does my first name have? Bianca. B-I-A-N-C-A. 6. 6 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's another short title? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I found one. The Hidden Oracle, Apollo. Wait, does it count as 6? Only Apollo is 6. Let's search for something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Erebus. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or Scythe. If you ignore the undertitle that I think isn't even there in English, so I think I'm gonna count that to not repeat myself. Then the next question. Do you have a book with a cybercrime technology as a plot point? What would count as a cybercrime? Is bullying because of the internet a cybercrime? Because then I have 2 books. I'm just gonna say that's what it is. I'm not sure if it really is what it is. Oh, actually, I also have another book. I think the house is digital or something, and it attacks the character. But don't quote me on that, I'm not sure about this one. So, this is the book where the main character gets attacked, what I just said. Then I also have a main character getting bullied because of the internet, or like the internet bullying several people, actually. And I'm not sure anymore. I just know it's very similar to this book. But I think this book has a similar concept. So it's all a little suspicious online usage. Do you have a book written in another language or translated to English? Do I have a book in another language than English? Yes, of course, I have a lot of German books. I have German books that are German as the original language, and I have German books that are translated from English. But also, if you will consider that I am German and read German books all the time, a translated book would be an English book. So, which one do I want? I need to read the question again. Do you have a book written in another language or translated to English? Well, I don't have a book that is German and translated to English because I would read the German version anyways. And do I have a book written in another language? Again, I don't know. Do I have a book in another language than English? Yes, I do. That one is German, that one is German, 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 German. Maybe that's the most German of them all, because it's Grimm's Fairy Tales. So maybe I should count that one. I mean, most of my books are German except for my poetry books and some easier books I think I will understand in English. So, I don't know. Wherever there is a title, you don't know what it means because you don't speak another language than English, or if you are German or from Austria or Switzerland or something, you know which one's a German, so I'm not gonna pull out every single book that is German. So, but I have quite a few, so that's my answer. Do you have a book written by an Asian author? Yes, I'm also currently reading two. I have this one, My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Ottessa Moshfegh. On my phone, I'm currently reading Know My Name by Chanel Miller. And I also, up there, have the book Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. I may also have more books by Asian authors, but I don't know them from the top of my head. Oh wait, I also have Homebody, The Sun and Her Flowers, and Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. Kaur? I'm not sure how to say her name, I'm sorry, but she counts as well. Do you have a book with a moon on the cover? Yes, I do. I think I even have two, but that one is very far down, so I'm gonna take this one. And very fitting, the book even is called The Moon by Kay Tolno. I'm not sure how to say that, but it's a poetry book. Do you have an illustrated children's book? Illustrated children's book. Does the Grimm's Fairy Tale book count? There are illustrations inside, but I really don't wanna grab it because there's a lot on top of it. And I don't want to ruin my books again. So, I think you may need to trust me on this one. But I think you know that most fairy tales books have illustrations in them. Do you have a collection of fairy tales or myths? Do I want to repeat myself? Grimm's Fairy Tales is a fairy tale collection, but because that's a bit boring, I also have Legends of the... I don't know how it's called in English. The Special Kids? The Gifted Kids? I don't know. It's by Ransom Riggs, and I have the fairy tale book of that world. So I have another fairy tale collection. Do you have a sci-fi fantasy with an alliance between races? I do have a sci-fi fantasy where races fight, and I do have a sci-fi I haven't read yet, so I don't know what's happening. I mean, I can show you and you can tell me if it counts. It's called The Mother Code. Maybe it fits into the category, maybe it doesn't. I don't know, I haven't read it. No, I don't think I have that. Do you have a book with a narrow front cover? Paperback with a front cover that is slightly trimmed shorter and narrower than the rest of the book. No, because this isn't a trend that has gotten here. And actually I'm pretty glad about it, because I don't like these covers or these books. I would like my paperback to be a perfectly normal paperback. And I dropped the book. I like my books to be the same size everywhere. Thank you. It's kind of hard to win this challenge if half of the trends don't even exist here. So I don't know what that says. But I thought I would mention it. It's me from editing, and I realized I skipped question 19, so let's do it. Do you have a book that includes the first chapter of the sequel? Yes, I do. Because this whole series does that. Every book of those has the first chapter of the next book in the end. I'm just gonna try showing you. Excuse me. There's chapter 1 of the next book. That's true for all of them. I will show you a second one and then that's enough, I would say. So here again, chapter 1 of the next book. So yes, I do have that. Do you have a book with a broken spine? When does it count as broken? When you can see that I flipped it, or... I mean, I'm trying not to do that because actually I prefer my paperbacks to look nice. But I understand that that isn't always possible. Oh, I found a very broken one. Because it's an old one from my mom and I think she might have read it a lot already. Oh, and I also found one from my dad. Let me just grab them real quick and I will show you. So one is a thriller and one is a real life story. I have this one with a pretty broken spine. It's the thriller. If Every Minute Counts by Marcus Hünebeck. And that's the one from my mother. And I have this one from my dad. It's called Wolf's Child by Ingeborg Jacobs. And it's about... I'm not really sure what it is about, but my dad recommended it to me and I haven't got around to it. So, if you're interested, that's the book. And now the last question is a bonus question. Do you have a book that covers 3 or more of the above prompts? That's kinda hard because I didn't even have most of the prompts. But let's take a look again. I don't think I will find something. Maybe I could find something with one thing, like a second example for a prompt. Maybe I could also find something with 2 prompts, but I think it's impossible to find something with 3 prompts. So we're just gonna leave it at that. That's the end of the challenge. I hope it still was somewhat entertaining. And I really need to drink something now because it's very warm. And I just want to continue reading Know My Name by Chanel Mallour because it's a very important story and I can't stop reading it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next.